I was gonna do this video. I don't know where Miles at, but I was gonna do this song in the video I just recorded. Sometimes you do back to back. That happens. But then I wasn't liking the audio quality of the playback of the video. I think it was, I can't remember how long ago he posted it. It was an old post of his, I think, from maybe a while ago. But I also felt that the laptop would be better to play it out than the phone, which isn't terrible, but that's what I felt. Um, she'll know what I mean through the typos. She's typing something else, so hopefully she'll notice that. But, and there's a bit of a disappointment, and she, and this loved one that's passing away, she's heard G on the piano, apparently, but is just very confused and ready to pass away, I think. And so I think she's maybe having a hard time processing speak as opposed to the piano music, which maybe she's even listening to as she's kind of, you know. So I will try not to be too disappointed. He is her brother, you know. But anywho, so more on the afterlife and dealing with death and what inspired me to do this song in the previous live stream. I just decided, like I say, to swap the device. And even though I knew I was doing that at first, I still came and was going to set it up on the laptop because I was already on the, I was focusing on both, but especially on the laptop. So, but now I've got it all set and we're ready. So again, with his permission, Greg25ism that I'm going to be singing this with. Cover of Come to My Window. I haven't ran through this very much with him, but I can tell that we're both lovely, talented fellas, and hopefully you agree. And somebody left a few seconds after they got here, but it probably wasn't him. Oh, but now there's two of you here, so here we go. And this is as loud as I can get it. I could go upstairs. I could totally do that. I might do two versions. We'll see. Tell me how this is coming through, because Aaron, hi. Because I'm glad to have you here. Do you have the kids with you today? Because I could hook this up to a speaker, actually, and that window's closed. Got three of you here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Curious if it's your first time on the channel and how you came across it. Eric is your husband, right? Let me know if you can hear both vocals, because that's important. You know what? And I'm already noticing, I'm being reminded of how gentle his vocals are. That is not good, powerful, and in fact, he reminds me a lot of Ankh, and he's got stronger vocals. Okay. How old? You seem my age or a little younger, so. Anywho, hello to you and Eric. I'm going to bring this upstairs and do this and try not to trip on anything along the way. If you have any other song requests that you would like, songs that are special, whether they make you think of a loved one who's passed, a loved one who's living, whether you just like them. 9. Okay, cool. You probably heard your mother listening to this song a little bit, Eric, lately, because, well, she has been. I don't know if you've been with her, but, so this is, okay, I'm just plugging this into the speakers. I'm wishing I brought my water, but for this one at least. Okay. Got 5 of me here. Here we go. Curious your connection to this song. Sorry, it's got a bit of a slow guitar start. be beautiful. Dial the number just to listen to your breath. To hold the hands of death. You don't know how much I go. This pain. And you don't know how much I give. But how much I would gain just to reach you. 5 again. Just to reach you. Just to reach you. Oh. Come to my window. Crawl inside. Wait by the light of the moon. Really, that's right. I have to do it live with him sometime. Window. I'll be home soon. This is just here right now. 5 tomorrow. My eyes open, I cannot afford to sleep. Giving away promises I know that I can't keep. Nothing feels the blackness that is slipped into my chest. I need you in my life, I am forsaking all the rest. Just to reach you, just to reach you, just to reach you. Come to my window. New instrument we have, I should know the chords. Wait by the light of the moon. Come to my window. I'll be home soon. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they do. What do they know about this love? Hey. Hit the ball, baby. Come to my window. I'll be home. Come to my window. Come to my window. Coming soon. I'm coming soon. Come to my window. I'll be home soon. All inside, way by the light of the moon. First run through recorded. I've heard him do some other stuff, but I don't remember what it is at the moment. So, but if you have a song request, feel free to make it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. I hope that the quality was decent. 2 of you were here. 2 more of you just came. I don't know if I want to do my own version of it or not. You're welcome. I know that there is another song actually that we've done for this relative that's passing away. I don't remember. I wish I could remember. The last video call we did with her was about a month or 2 ago, and we did some music, both of us. But I know I sang 1 or 2 songs, but one that's standing out is an Elvis song that actually you may not. I'm just looking at the laptop here, going to bring it up. That you may not actually be that familiar with. I mean, if you're diehard Elvis fans, maybe, but it's not. It'd be funny if Penny was here. Pocket. It's not a super well-known one, I don't think. I've only known about it for a couple of years. And if you have any other song requests, like I say, I'm going to go down to the piano and do this one. I remember, like I say, doing this on the phone. No, actually, maybe even been in person. The time I met her, I think she came to the house, and I don't quite remember doing music, or maybe we didn't, because we went to the town that they're from for a few hours. It was a bit of a drive. Anyway, I know that we did for Lana. Anyway, here we go. Appreciate your patience as I get myself set up at the piano. I'll give you the view and the ambiance. Now I think this is Darren, but either way, take in as I set up. Okay. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, 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 ba-doom. This morning, actually, he was a little sad. I can't remember. He was talking about going to a customer's home, and she just became a widow, and she had motivational phrases up or whatever, and supposed to pass the cancer. He said the sister's dying of cancer, and she is. I mean, there's no getting around that. Okay. Just grabbing my water, my lotion. How are you and Eric doing today? What time is it? Are you guys ahead of us in time, or back to the future? Just kidding. I don't know what I want to wear. Technically, I kind of, people may judge, but whatever. I'm going to wear something I started wearing the past couple of days as it's gotten a bit cooler out, because I don't know if I want my arms fully covered. I want something, even though it's kind of heavy, I want something breathable while I'm jamming. And the relative that's passing away, and many that have already passed away, I'm sure would say, wear whatever you're comfortable in. So, looking a bit like Elton John or Liberace, whoever you want to say, as long as I'm not catching on anything. There we go. This is an Elvis song called Pocket Full of Rainbows. Curious who we got watching. We got 7 of you here. Great number. Curious if you've ever been to the channel before, how you came across it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I appreciate it. I don't know if this is the key I'm going to want, but let's try it. I don't worry whether the skies are gray above. Got a pocket full of rainbows, got a heart full of love. Mr. Heartache, I found a way to make it. Got a pocket full of rainbows, got a top up in my sleeve. 6 of you left. Kiss me nice and tender, hold me extra tight, 'cause I'm needing your sweetness for lonely no more teardrops, now that I've found a way, a love so true. 5 of you, welcome. Got a pocket full of rainbows, got love for you. Kiss me extra tender, scroll. Kiss me extra tender, hold me extra tight, 'cause I'm saving your sweetness for lonely no more heartaches, now that I've found a love so true. Got a pocket full of rainbows, got love for you. Glad to have the 5 of you here. Don't be shy. I'm kind of feeling like doing some more Elvis now. I'm kind of feeling like doing some Elton John. Kind of feeling like taking your random song requests if I can. So, we actually got 5th just became 6, and I know at least one of you has somebody else with you watching. So happy to have you all here. I kind of did the only 2 songs I had planned. I will also state that, so I need some ideas. By the way, Eric, am I inspiring you, if you don't already play music, to maybe learn an instrument? I happen to know a pretty good teacher. I happen to know a pretty good teacher. Sorry. I just, saying, it's me. If this didn't make that obvious. In my heart, I know a good teacher. Anyway. And we got 6 here. I almost want to do a... I wonder, that's an idea. And funny, because I think I Tate earlier today. School of Rock songs and chords. Have any of you seen that movie with Jack Black? That has this song in it. Maybe we were making straight A's. We were caught in our dumb days. Don't take much to memorize your life. Feel like I've been hypnotized. I don't know that song very well, though, to be quite honest. Let me see what else there is in this. Long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Oh, that's one of them. There's one I won't sing that she sings when she's in the restaurant with him and she's really gets into it. I forget who the actress is in it, but now I'm also kind of feeling like doing movie tunes. Or show tunes. Suggestions? Also, none of you have hit the like button yet, and if you has, it hasn't stuck. It hasn't stuck. So keep trying, I appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Don't be shy in the comments either. Aaron, are you still there? I think you are, but you kind of went a little hush-hush. So you're having a more easy day, or are the rest of them showing up shortly? I don't know what else I want to play. I want to play, I think, but I don't know what else. It's only been 17 minutes, but I was rolling prior to this. Like I say, with a bit of a story about the previous song. And then I decided to switch devices, which is good because now I'm kind of using both of them. I'm going to put the AC on. You should still be able to hear me, and therefore I'm going to put this thing back on too. This thing. This train don't stop. Hi. This train. Where's On? She was on a train. On was on a train the other day. I know Downtown Train, if anybody knows that song. Or Runaway Train, I think it's called. Makes me think of a BNL song a little bit too. Can't seem to figure out what I want to do. I really need your suggestions, peeps. I'll try and do another Elvis one at least. Just a moment here. Well, even though you're struggling to think of suggestions and the like button either isn't liking or you're not hitting it, you do seem to be a little bit stuck on me, what I'm doing here, and I appreciate it, so maybe I'll do that one. I don't know if I'll do it well. It's quite a fast one from what I remember. And Penny, if you're here, please say something. Anybody, welcome you to say something. We got 6 of you here now. Okay, I haven't played this song very much. I'm certainly familiar with it. Please forgive me if it doesn't sound great. I will do other songs that will. And that is not that's not meaning to sound egotistical or whatever. It's just a confidence that I mostly have in myself. And that's an important thing to have, right? And I've been musical all my life. So I just, sometimes when I'm winging it, I realize I shouldn't. Well, you can shake an apple off an apple tree, shake, 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 but you'll never shake me, oh. Yes sir, no sirree, oh. Too dark in this corner. Yes sirree, oh. I'm gonna stick like this, stick, because I'm gonna run. Okay, this is kind of, you know, for knowing that we have a minor, I believe, watching, maybe more than one, I don't know, but for sure, I know someone who's watching is with a 9-year-old. I don't know if I should sing some of the, to be honest. I'll look at other Elvis ones. There's a song called The Dog's Life. I don't know that one. I'll have to look into it. Ooh, Adam and Evil? What kind of title is that? Last time I looked at Elton John, I wandered away. Not because I don't like Elton John, but... do you guys want to hear some Lion King? Like, do you? Because I want to do some Lion King. Whether you do or not, I'm doing it. Not necessarily Elton John, but I haven't done this one in ages. This will take a lot of us back to our childhood. Or, you know, it's a classic. So if you have kids, I didn't have to load it twice for some reason. If you have kids, you probably like this movie as well. It's a really lot of back and forth with G and C's in the beginning. So, I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. Well, I've never seen a king of beasts with quite thanks for the like. I'm gonna start again. I'm just realizing how this seems to fit with this kind of theme. Was that from you, Aaron, or who was that from? I appreciate it. I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. I haven't sang this since my childhood. I've sang some of the other ones from it, but focus. I've never seen a king of beast 8 with quite so little hair. I'm gonna be the main event like no king was before. I'm burning up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar. This fire, a rather uninspiring thing. I saw it live actually. Yeah, I just can't wait to be king. No one's saying do this. Now when I said that, no one's saying be there. What I meant was, no one's saying stop that, but you don't realize. No one's saying see here, now see here. Free to run around all day. Free to do it all my way. I think it's time that you and I arrange the heart to heart. Kings don't need advice from little hornbills for a start. Don't assume vibes, by the way. And if this is where the monarchy is headed, count me out of service, out of Africa. No offense to Africa, I wouldn't hang about. Woo. This child is getting wildly out of work. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. A bunch of flats. Let's see how this goes. Everybody look, everybody look. I don't know D flat. Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everywhere you look, I'm standing in the spotlight. Every creature goes broken, sing. Let's hear it from the herd on the wing. It's gonna be King Simba's finest fling. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. No, I just can't wait to be king. No, I just can't wait to be king. We got 7 of you here, being kings and queens along with me. What are the songs from that movie? Here's a whole list of them. I do love Circle of Life. It's only saying 4. I don't know if I want to do Hakuna Matata. Aaron, are you still there? Who have we got watching? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I have nowhere else to do in this. I want to do more. I'm trying to think of some songs I used to sing. I used to have a karaoke machine actually when I was a kid. I'm going to have to put my socks on just a moment. Hold on, no, I'm going to have to go with the sunshine. But, and I used to have like karaoke CDs, and there was some really kind of interesting ones in the, I mean, I guess they weren't made for kids necessarily, but I remember We got 13 of you now. We went from 6 to 13. There was downtown my high, my achy breaky high. I just don't. Anyway, I don't want to do that one. What else? I can't remember what else was in. Does anybody have song requests? There's 13 of you here, and I expect some song requests from at least 6 or 7 of you. I think that's a pretty realistic expectation. And now we got 4. Okay, so from you 4, you're the ones meant to be. I have a song that I'm meant to do for you. What is it? I didn't like the number 13 anyway. Chapstick if you're curious, chapstick if you're not. Oh. We got 10 of you here now. The angels are bringing you in by the dozens. You were saying that you liked Sarah McLachlan the other day, weren't you, Aaron? I don't know if you're still there, because I think you'd say if you were, but maybe you have distractions there. Sarah McLachlan has always been special to me, aside from the fact that she's also Canadian, because, and I'm glad I figured out more than one song to do in this, because I have a couple cousins. They were a couple, actually, and they passed away. I did do one of the songs the other day. I don't think I'm going to do it again today because I did it recently. Ordinary Miracle. I don't know if I should do that one. Anywho, and they had a lot of CDs, but for some reason I associate most strongly with them this singer. In fact, something interestingly transpired over the weekend when I was podcasting, and I'd like to do more of this, but kind of like make it not super obvious, like, and if I was to ask for suggestions, which I might need because I don't follow Hollywood super closely, yes and no, but I would say give more than one and guess which one I'm doing. But I ended up, it was very random, spur of the moment, I ended up writing a song about her. And basically one of the things I said, not saying that she isn't great, but one of the things I said was that she was kind of average. You wouldn't necessarily know her to recognize her. I wouldn't. But when you heard her sing, you would. An average girl with sometimes wearing curls, I think was the lyric that I had. And also, sorry, things went back for a moment there. Also, something interesting I think transpired in that same video. So we have 8 people here. Don't know if you've been to this channel before, and unless you've had experiences or heard enough of the right experiences of others, you can't say that it can't happen, as far as I'm concerned. But I channel, as we go to 11, I channel sometimes on this channel. And there's been the occasional celeb. So the other day, within that video, Ozzy Osbourne made a brief appearance. I know, I'm still baffled by it myself, to be honest. Especially since I wasn't like a super top fan of his. I mean, I didn't hate him, but... and I played the song Dreamer. So if you like that song, like I say, it was the one over the weekend. I can't remember exactly what the title was. I hadn't intended to do it at the time. But yeah, 10 out of 11 still here. Pretty good. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Happy to have you here. Curious where you're watching from. You know, to the channel before, how you found it. I know the title was very, just kind of said the one song. It's obviously more than that now. But, okay. What am I looking for? Oh, right. So I'm looking at some Sarah songs, but if you have any other requests, feel free. I kind of know an ADA that failed me a little bit, sort of. I know the 2 obvious ones that would even fit with some of the things I'm talking about, I've sang recently. Yes, I think it was when I said the word She's got a song about forgiveness. That's a hard thing. I should probably listen to that if I haven't, and maybe you shall as well, because, you know. I do appreciate your patience as we have 9 people here now. I might have to turn the AC off. I'm getting kind of chilly. AK is doing its job. Now, something I can tell people here about me is that I'm struggling with unemployment right now. And it's been pretty hard. Whoops. I don't even, as I was mentioning, I think earlier, I don't drive, I don't like bars that much, so I really don't even get out to perform very often. So I really do appreciate YouTube. I don't know how we have things set for getting donations, but I'm just happy that you're here as well. And why did I mention that? Oh, because I said that the AC was doing its job. And I look at this as in a way of doing my job, as well as just having fun. I really feel like it's one of the things, and maybe you'll agree, one of the things that I was put on this earth to do. I'm also noticing these behind me and they're distracting me. The girl with kaleidoscope eyes, just kidding. I really do feel like, as we get 10 of you now, from 8 to 10, welcome. I really do feel like, but sometimes I don't, because sometimes I'm not going where I want with the music. I'm not getting the opportunities. So I would like some input, perhaps, because there is an event that I'm considering reaching out to see if they'd like a performer at. Only thing is also, we don't know what the weather's going to be like then. There's some other reasons I'm a little unsure. But it's sometimes hard to find the opportunities, like I say. And then also, it will be outside. So I would have to borrow the other cell phone and use data to follow the music, aside from what's up here. So, all that said, I will let you know that I am in the I still don't know if I should do Ordinary Miracle, but we got a second like, and I appreciate that. She has a song called Out of Tune, but I don't think she ever sings out of tune. She does do something interesting with her vocals, as you may be aware of. And I sometimes do it too, and some people maybe don't like it, but some people do. Where she almost seems to layer notes, layer tones, do you know what I'm saying? What is that called? Is it like a double octave, or I'm sure there's a name for it. I'm in the S titles now. Do I want to do one that makes me think of Jenny? I don't know. The sound that love makes. What kind of title is that? And yeah, I do take your song requests as well, quite seriously. What child? Oh, we got 10. The numbers are really fluctuating in this one. It's quite interesting. Most of you are being quiet. Not even like him, but 2 of you liked, and I know who one of them was. I'm very curious who the other one is, and I'm curious what specifically you like. Not because I'm trying to, I'm questioning it or anything. I'm just curious. That way I can keep doing it, kind of thing. You're like, oh, you don't have to do it again. It was not good. No, just kidding. Okay, well, I mean, aside from the 2 I did the other day, I've looked through her songs, and I'm not really sure if there's any others that I know or feel like doing. What about Melissa? What about her? And, some people would call her a country artist, but I don't know if I would or not. Folk, maybe? Folk rock? I know actually a song that would really make sense to do. For anybody who's lost or is going through is along with somebody that's battling cancer. I want to say I know Angels Would Fall, but I don't know it that well. Okay, we're making our way through these pretty quick. I will definitely do Run for Life. I would definitely do that. Dance Without Sleeping. That's an interesting title. I'm in the F titles, by the way, so I appreciate your patience. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for me to heaven on earth. I haven't heard this in ages. I forgot it was called this. Let's try this one. I should have looked to see I clicked the chord version. No, that's not the song I thought it was. Here it is. Let me just make this to see I clicked the recorded one. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be called, and I'm off. It's not going to be called, it is called I Want to Be in Love by Melissa Etheridge. Prayers for Melissa in Alaska, please. That's all I ask of you, and some likes and some comments, and that's a song too, if you'd like to hear it, actually. Likes and comments. No, it could be, but I meant all I ask of you. I have climbed the highest mountain, I've sailed across the sea, I've wrestled with my demons, and woke up with only me. I've been around the block 3 times, maybe more. Something about cleansing? Sorry? Cleansing can be good. What are you saying, though? In front of those strangers when you kiss me. Flowers for no reason, but you miss me. I could do this a few weeks ago. I want to be in love. I think she did it with Dolly, actually. We got 3 out of 4. Standing on the doorstep in the rain. Couldn't wait to see me once again. I want to make love. I have made some big mistakes. I have paid a heavy price. I've found little peace between will and sacrifice. I've watched all my dreams when walking out the door. I think I deserve life a little more. So in front of the strangers, won't you kiss me? Flowers for no reason, but you miss me. I wanna be in love. The vibe here, welcome. I'm looking for a heart of gold. I'm looking for a hand to hold. Happy and strong and kind, somewhere to rest my troubled mind. So in front of total strangers, won't you kiss me? Flowers for no reason, but you miss me. Whoa, I wanna be in love. So Tuesday, light the candle, bring the wine. Wednesday morning, I won't get to work on time. Oh, I wanna be in love. Surprise me as I'm stepping off the plane. Take my hand and play that song again. Whoa, whoa, I wanna be in love. I'm gonna put the AC on back again because once I get really into it, I happen to get warm for some reason or another. What are you saying about cleansing there, Aaron? I'm a little confuzzled. If that has something to do with the song or... And you're asking a question, so I'm asking you about it. Stay tuned, folks. I am going to do Run for Life. It's a song about cancer. You can get out the tissues and feel the feels, but it's something that a lot of us either get or have a loved one who's gotten. I don't know if I should do I'm the Only One. Would it be the only one that would want me to? I don't know. I'm in the M titles. Maggie May, is that the Rod Stewart one? Does she do that as well? Message to myself, that's an interesting title. No souvenirs. 1 hour later. Place your hand. Precious pain. These are titles I don't know, but they're interesting. What? You said what you said for a reason. Now can you elaborate? Okay, so we are getting very... Oh, I must have missed it because we went from S to T. Unless it's an I, I'm going to have to look it up separately because I'm not seeing it in here and it should be in here. Appreciate your patience, all 6 of you. Yeah, I'm just going to look up that one. Just, okay. I run words. Yeah, and that's the first one it finds. I didn't know if it would find other stuff too. Okay. Aaron, you're kind of confusing me. I'm happy that you're here and hopefully enjoying, but I'm thinking about how cedar boughs cleanse people. Does that inspire a song? Random. I don't know, does it? I'm sure that for some people it does. I don't know if I could put that in a song. Do you have any other ideas? Although that's very interesting, I must say that's kind of ironic, because yesterday I saw on another social media site people saying, what is a weird smell that you secretly like or whatever? And I got some interesting answers. Some people think they're weird, but they're not really, like grass or, dare I say, a lean. I wasn't sure if I wanted to come and ask here because there was some really odd answers too, and I'm open-minded. I wish I could remember more of them. Feel free to say yours. I will also say that I kind of saw a rather disturbing picture. I went to one person's page because I was amused by her answer. And can I just quickly say this? Like, you know, doing the Lion King song earlier, you know, I understand circle of life, there'd be overpopulation otherwise. Some people like hunting because they like to eat meat. They or okay with hunting because if somebody wasn't hunting, they wouldn't be eating meat. We don't have to get hugely into this. I understand all sides. I'm kind of a semi-vegetarian. I'm sure you've heard of those, where it's like I have ARFID, and so I'm a picky eater as it is. If I didn't eat meat sometimes, I already have a very carb-based diet. I would really not be eating well at all. I mean, maybe I'm making myself come across more picky than I am, but I am picky as far as food goes. But then also I'm kind of creative too. Anywho, I could never be a vegan, and we don't have to get into that. If people want to be vegans, they can be vegans, but I want milk in my coffee. I like cheese on my pasta and my carbs and everything else. But yeah, that kind of thing. But one thing I would say is people, you know, yeah, you might get lots of likes and hearts, you know, for posting your hunting and fishing photos. I can almost handle the fishing ones. Almost, but not really. People don't need to see, you know, your catch. You know, like I don't understand why, you know, it's like, I understand sometimes you catch something really big and impressive, but I don't get why people post those kind of pictures. And the one I saw last night was rather graphic. I've mostly forgotten it, but not entirely. I wish I could, though. I mean, you know, when I think of the fact of, I guess I understand both sides, like I say, but when I think of and I know we might have a 9-year-old watching, but I'm sure people hunt and eat meat. I'm sure you get the concept. And it's kind of like, when you think of a deer just minding its own business or whatever, grazing, enjoying a nice day, and then it's on the ground, I don't need to say more. It's kind of like, I just don't get it. It makes me sad, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, hello Aditya, nice to have you back. So again, for those that weren't here, we've got 5 of you. I think I know who 2 of them are. Don't be shy, happy to have you here. Thanks for clicking onto this channel. Curious if it's your first time, how you found this. I did do the one song in the title already. I'm going to do another song I think that a lot of us will be able to relate to in one way or another. My one friend that passed away very young of diabetes used to love to say, "Feel the feels," and I carry that with me because I think it's a good advice. We can't go throughout life without feeling feelings, and I really don't care who you are. You're human, you have feelings. And some people are uncomfortable in their feelings. But as far as I'm concerned, feel the feels, grab the tissues if you need to, ask somebody for a hug, whatever it is. So this is a song. Now we're down to 1, but whatever. Are you still there, Aditya? You just got here, so I would hope so. Don't forget to like. And we got 3 of you here. So this is a song, like I say, that might require a box of Kleenex, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's special. It also makes me think of, I'm hesitant to say it, I really am. I've been alluding to wanting to play at an event recently if I can make it happen. It's happening at a park, so like I say, it depends on the weather, and I can figure out the internet thing. I really don't want to have his phone because I'd like to touch base with him, but it has the data option. I don't want to think too much into this because I don't know if I'm going to get a yes yet, but there are a few people I'm a little bit anxious to run into, some people I'd like to. It's around the topic of the thing that starts with the S word. That is another way that unfortunately people pass. And it's kind of like navigating and managing with that kind of thing. I know a shirt I would wear from Jim and his family at the Dairy Freeze in Ontario. And it's at a park, but the park has a phone number. So I don't even have to contact the agency, which I feel very mixed about, that I saw a post about it. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Because they are causing some of the problems. I just have to get this off my chest and then I'll do the song. So there is an agency here. There's 2 buildings. They do kind of different things. And one of the things that the agency does is they have what's called a phone line that people can call when they're having mental health issues. But some of the people that work these are like living under a rock in the Stone Ages, and they're very old-fashioned and judgy. And then also, one of them was really unprofessional once. I was talking to him about how I might like to find work in this kind of area. And I said, what would you do if somebody was, we got talking about what would you do if somebody was feeling this kind of way? And he said, well, oftentimes they don't actually want to. I said, they just don't want the pain anymore. And he goes, no. Never said, sorry, I raised my voice, but that wasn't what I was going to say. He just went, no. And then he said what he was going to say, and not long after that, I think I probably hung up with him and thought, he just shouted at me, and it wasn't necessary. And he hasn't apologized, to be honest. Maybe he feels like he's not supposed to call callers. If I want to call back and address it, maybe he would. But honestly, this is where I think you should use your brain and say, okay, that wasn't right of me. That deserves an apology. I'm going to call them back and give one. Especially when I would continue to call sometimes, hoping to reach somebody else. Anytime it was him, I'd hang up immediately. I'm sure he's noticed. If he's not putting 2 and 2 together, he's too dumb to work there, in my opinion. There's another one who's doing something kind of odd too. And basically, they also have a program, I'm going to do the song in a moment here, but they also have a program where they can connect you with a volunteer to go out and about with. I was really hoping to do it during a couple of festivals, actually. And it's for people that feel isolated or lonely, or maybe they're new to the city or going through a chapter where they don't feel like they have a lot of connections. I mean, because that happens, in their life. Maybe they don't have a lot of close family for whatever reason. Maybe they have bad social anxiety or whatever, but they're working on it, whatever it is. So it's a great program. And they started it, and then they went through a coordinator change, so they stopped it, and then they started it again. But they're going through another coordinator change, because I called a few months ago, and the voicemail said that they were working on hiring someone on. So I thought, I wonder about me. But I didn't think that, even though it sounds easy enough, hasn't happened for whatever reason. Anyway, the point of the matter is that I got myself on the wait list, actually. I called, and suddenly that shelf is kind of distracting me. Thanks for hearing me out, and then I'll do the song. But so I called. She recognized my voice and my number, I think. I decided to go with something different because I'm exploring that. Anywho, and she questioned me on it a couple times. And there was a couple other awkward things. And then 2 weeks go by. What's nice is that it may be from like 8 to 4 or whatever, but it's also on weekends an option. A couple weeks went by, never heard anything. I called intake and said, I thought I registered. And then I was told that I'm not in the system. And so they did my intake. That was pleasant enough. I was kind of familiar with the lady, but I don't know if she realized it was me. This was supposed to especially be for the summer. We're going into fall. I know that there are lots of people, and they go through the list, and they call the people and make a plan. Still waiting, and that's disappointed me. I'm so thankful for the YouTube community and the person I live with and others that I talk to, for socialization, because they're not organized at this place. And basically, and one other thought I want to say to it: if you work in a similar thing, or I think this is a way that makes sense to think, and let me know if you agree. So when they're going through the list, right, and they've got 2 phone numbers and maybe an email address for somebody. Well, if they can't reach them on the one phone number, which, true enough, that cell phone conked on me. Sometimes I have the other one muted, partly because of the fact they were going through, and I just sometimes don't want to be interrupted by, getting the news that she passed away, or whatever it is, when we're having a good day, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure I gave my email address too. Nothing, And these people don't even know me personally, and if they did, I would think they wouldn't act like this. They just aren't organized. I don't really want to disclose the city I'm in, and here on YouTube, but So, and the event, but I follow them on social media, and they posted about this event that I was talking about. So I know that I'm going to see some of the people there, and they've also got one manager that's really stuck up, one who's really nice, one that's kind of so-so. I'm still pissed off. I'm sorry to vent. I'm glad that you guys understand that life can be stressful. Sometimes you got to get things off your chest, right? It's not good to hold things in. I'll say one more thing, and then I'll do the song. Part of this agency has a thing they do, and 2 to 5, but whatever. And I was going to see about getting casual employment. Something to keep me busy, something to give back, 2 3 shifts every week or 2 is an improvement. And I talked to one lady I'm fairly familiar with there, she's done a couple things that I haven't been impressed about, but I don't strongly hate her. And I often kind of see her as she's a very motherly personality, and she's a nice person. And actually, the song I'm about to do, I believe I performed around her once. But she said to me on the phone, she was part of the hiring process, but not the manager. She once said to me on the phone, I'd have you come in for training tomorrow if I could, but we're just not hiring. And we have a lot of casual staff already. And I'm thinking, if they're casual, they probably have another income or are doing all right and don't need it. I really should have said that to them if I didn't. Great that they want to help out sometimes, but and it was like a promise and a takeaway at the same time. It was like, I'd bring you in, but I can't because I'm not the only one that makes the decision, and we're not hiring. And actually, I was reading a review of the place, and he was mentioning being a client, but this one guy also worked there. Sometimes they hire clients, which is nice. And he said the workers were okay, but the management wasn't great. So, I'm going to turn off the AC because I have something on top of my legs warming me up, but it's not really warming me up. Then I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go out for lunch today because it's decent out and I wouldn't mind some fresh air. But the place I'm thinking of, there's 3 cafes now. There was 2, now there's 3. And there's 3 viewers. One hasn't liked yet. Aditya, where'd you go? Aaron, are you still there? I have to wrap up soon because this has to plug in. Hopefully it won't die before it's at 0. But if it does, I think this will still post. Anyway, there's 3 bakeries. One just opened. I looked at the menu online. As I say, I'm picky. So I don't know if really I thought I'd necessarily, and some of it was just very simple, it sounded boring, but I'm a little bit curious. The place has some very unique items. It's okay, he's nice. If I'm just going to pick up, he might even let me, although that was near closing when I brought the dog in once. And then the place next to it can be very loud and echoey. I've seen somebody filming some movie or whatever near there that I tried to see if I could be a part of, never heard back, but they may have been wrapping up or not seeing the text in time or whatever. The other one was just a small school project. Actually, interesting, speaking about favorite smells, there was a kid and he was doing a little thing for school, I think, about the sensation of smell, and they thought a bakery made sense to do it in. So I don't think they're wrong necessarily. I think it's a bit of a loud, echoey place, and thanks for the 3rd like. Curious who it came from, who's watching, all the usual questions that you may or may not know. I just don't feel like repeating them because I want to do this last song before the phone dies. And yeah, but the one I'm thinking of going to has a really nice sandwich on a ciabatta bun, however the heck you say it. It's got beets. I've been eating beets a bit lately, so I'm not sure if I'm really feeling like that. It's got a decent sauce, a couple other vegetables in it, and it's really good. And I've been kind of craving it. And I actually, if I'm being completely honest with y'all folks, because I've been unemployed, I'm waiting for some disability checks and some opportunities because I do really want to be working and doing something fulfilling and positive and all that, so YouTube gives me that. But, so personally, I don't really have much money. And I actually felt like it was a little bit from one of my angels. Not that they do this very often for whatever reason. They do lots of other things to make their presence known sometimes. But there's a chair that we have that has a bunch of stuff on it. And during a summer festival, I thought that I had used all the money. But now that I think about it, I'm not surprised if I maybe saved 20 of it. But I wouldn't have thought Anyway, part of the matter is, not too long ago, one day I came across a $20 bill there. I'm itching to spend it. Give myself a treat. But after that, it's the other person in the home's income, and I kind of still don't have one. So, it's not, and thanks for the 4th like. It's not really, ain't too proud to beg, as the song says, but I ain't too proud to be struggling and only having $20 at the moment, Every now and then an opportunity comes, but it's nothing consistent. One person donated to me once on here because they had because they thought I had angel eyes. So get a good look. So yeah, it's I don't see the reactions of the stuff, but yeah. So it's I feel like I'm meant to do music, and if it brings a little cash, that's also great. If I do this event, it might just be volunteering. Like, say I have mixed feelings, but I think I'm going to call the park that it's happening at, because it has a phone number for some weird reason, because there's a little bit of a heritage museum-like thing there too. I guess that's why. I think it's easy enough to get to, and we'll see. I'll let you know. I might even try and record it, but like I said, I'm probably only going to have one device I can get internet connection on data. So, but I'll tell you about it afterwards if I do it. Now, without talking any, because I don't need to say anything else about it, and I've got to charge this and all that, and why think about it more when I don't know if I'm going to get to do it, you know? So, without further ado, though, and I'm also thinking of the Terry Fox song a little bit. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing me out on some of these things that have been weighing on my mind, or, you know, yeah. And I just want to say, too, that this channel is also about being there for each other. So if there's something that you need to, that you're stressed out about or going through, put it in the comments. I'll see if I can help you. I don't need that place to help people with their mental health and their struggles. I just need people asking, and I'll do my best. Years since they told her about it, darkness her body was at. The scars are still there in the mirror. Now I'm telling me plug in, but every day that she gets herself dry, and the pain is miles and miles behind her, and the words are lost now. If you ask me why she's still running, Janet, Leanne, Marianne, soon Kathleen, probably, she'll tell you it makes her complete. I run for hope. And I play guitar too, so that would be at the event. I run for hope, I run to you, I run for truth, for all that is real. 4 to 1, is that what that said? I run for your mother. I'm not running because I'm not in good shape. You're right. I'll walk for you and me, my friend. I'll run for life. Why haven't they found a cure yet? Sometimes the cures cause more problems than not. You have to accept these things. Since they told me about it, my soul, and I'm still learning a lesson. She's still blessed to be able to perform music for people. Right now, you can call me too, I guess. And if you ask me why I'm still running, tell you I run for us all. Oh, to the 2 newbies. I run for hope. I run to feel. I run for the truth and all that is real. I run for your mother, your sister, you're right. I run for you and me, my friend. I run for life. Knocking at your door, remember me. We will be running as we have before, running for answers, running for more and a cure. I run for hope, I run to feel, I run for the truth and all that is real. I run for your mother, your sister, you're right. I run for you and me, my friend. I run for life. Thanks for the 5th like. I am so glad I podcasted today. I've had good retention. I've had some likes. I've had some comments. I've had some shy people. It's true. But I see that you've enjoyed it. You've allowed me to pour out my heart and share my talents, and for that I give you all a like. I'm very thankful. I hope you all have, and now we're done 2 from 4, but whatever. I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. Don't be shy in the comments. Don't be a stranger. Come check out the other live streams on the live tab. I kind of think like we're kind of low on groceries right now. I do want to go get that sandwich, so I'm going to go do that. And be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Remember to, don't go crazy if you can't, but as far as in general, but giving yourself treats, but do nice things for yourself. Do nice things for others. It makes the world a better place to be in. Take care.